Hey guys, my name is Shady Furious, welcome to another video, and today we are doing our embarrassing Weeb years from Emirichu. Now, we've all watched anime, we've all looked at anime, we all know what a Goku and a Naruto is. But, you know, obviously we've all had our embarrassing Weeb years, and if you had no embarrassing Weeb years, then you've had a year where you were like, shit, I'm a Weeb, I don't want to be one anymore. You just go through a phase, and now look at you. Watching anime 24/7 on the couch, maybe playing some Smash. Oh wait, that's me. So, anyways, hope y'all enjoyed this video. Subscribe, like, and comment to Emirichu and myself. And yeah, let's get right into the video.
So, we're gonna have a conversation about our awkward weeb years.
Yay!
But I sound really gross right now because I'm currently recovering from a cold.
Again.
So.
I
Hello
wouldn't know,
again.
because every time I meet you, you sound like this.
So, are there any notable moments in your, when you're in like middle school, maybe you've just discovered anime?
No, dude, my whole
No,
life. I don't know, man. I'm a closet weeb my whole life, so I don't
Well,
think
you must have some awkward stories, right, of like self-discovery and going through it.
self-discovery.
You've been to anime cons in Maine.
I got a little bit. Yeah, but then I would roast like all the weeaboos. That's not good because then they're gonna come and attack me. So
We're one of them. What do you mean? We're roasting ourselves.
I know, but I'm a closet weeb. You don't understand.
What, you think you're better than them just because you repress these emotions?
You oppress these
You wanna know
emotions,
why?
okay.
Why I'm scarred for life. I used to show my weebiness.
You used to show it.
Something happened, dude. Okay. It was
Okay.
It was a dark story.
This sounds like a supervillain arc story. Please.
Something happened.
The Fire Nation attack, is that what happened?
So I was
6th grade Ditus, bit overweight.
Drawing, I'm drawing and stuff. So I'm drawing my favorite boy Marth from Fire Emblem, but the thing is, Fire Emblem wasn't popular at the time, like because I was such a hardcore fan. I bought like the Japanese game on eBay. Okay.
Oh.
So I was drawing Marth, anime, and this kid saw.
Still looking at
me draw,
what the fuck is
and
this?
he looked at it, and then he screamed at the whole classroom, "This kid's drawing Yu-Gi-Oh! This kid's drawing Yu-Gi-Oh!" And I was scarred for life. I was embarrassed.
Just scarred.
I was scarred for life. I wanted to die.
Bro, he was scarred.
And, like ever since then, I've never ever drawn anime in school. Like I draw outside school. I draw cartoon because drawing cartoons is cool. Okay, back in the day,
It was lit, bro.
Back in the day, liking anime is the worst thing you could ever do. Like back in the day,
That's true.
it's terrible.
Yeah.
Like now you can get away with it. Like
You can get away with it. That sounds terrible. Like,
back then, even if you watch Dragon Ball Z, you'll get made fun of. You're dead, dude. You're dead. I'm just saying. That's all I'm saying. Like nowadays, you say you watch Dragon Ball Z, you're cool, man. You're cool, dude. I'm telling you.
Wow, you sound really emotionally hurt.
I'm a dude.
You're in class like drawing like Peter Griffin from Family Guy, and you're like, this isn't the true me.
Dude, that's how. Basically. Yeah, that's how it felt. I was like, I want to draw anime titties, dude. Come on.
your hand won't allow it.
It just started airing in the UK, and I remember
Like the 4Kids version.
The 4Kids
Gotta
version.
go find one piece.
I was okay. This is the worst part, right? It has to do with that. I actually loved the show so much that I learned the rap, right?
Oh
And
no.
then,
Oh no, bro.
So like, this is so embarrassing. So my friends were like, because they were all into Pokemon, and they didn't really care about One Piece.
Yeah,
But
who
at
the
time,
who the
I thought
hell
it was really
cares about
cool when
One
it just
Piece?
started airing. And I thought
I
it was
haven't started
cool,
it.
because just I'm up with the new shows, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then the first time I was like, yeah, it's the one with the rap, and they were like, oh, how does it go? And I started doing it, and then they were like, oh, can you do it again? And I kept doing it. I must have done it like 3 times till I realized they were making fun of me.
I hate when they do that.
They were making fun of me.
when they do that.
But
They pretend you're the
performed
friend.
the rap. I performed the rap fully, like 3 times for them. And then they were like, do it again. And my dumb ass didn't realize that they were like, they were mocking.
Okay. Wait, that's like funny, but
that's
it's also
why I
sad.
hate One Piece now, because I think I was scarred. Because I was like, I don't want to watch it no more. I don't like One Piece.
We're all scarred, dude.
What about Emirichu? Emirichu ain't scarred yet.
Dude, I hate it when they make fun of you by like pretending to be your friend, dude. It's the fucking
That's the worst way.
It's the fucking worst, dude.
So in 6th grade, I was really obsessed with Naruto.
Oh
Oh,
god.
hell yeah.
But I was really into Naruto. And you know how, like, when you're young and you have, like, this strong interest, you're, like, desperate to find other people who also have that same interest, right?
Just scouting them, scouting members for your
So
guild.
I would,
Story like this.
and listen, I went to, like, kind of a small school where, like, everyone pretty much knows each other, and everyone, for the most part, is, like, pretty normy. I don't mean that in, like, a derogatory way. It's just everyone kind of had similar interests, I think. I was like, I need to find other people who, like, I can also discuss this show with. So I was
Do some
literally,
jutsu,
for,
let's
like, a
go.
whole week, I walked up to, like, every single person in my grade and was like, hey, do you watch Naruto? And I did that so many times that, like, people just knew me as, like, that weird girl who keeps asking everyone if they watch
They're
Naruto.
like, oh no, here she comes again.
Here she comes.
Everyone act on
Get away.
I remember in, like, my 6th grade art class, we had this, like, art project where you had to do this, like, Jackson Pollock color splash collage thing. And the collage part was she wanted us to cut out pictures of things that, like, we enjoyed and, like, paste them onto the art piece. And I just printed out pictures of Naruto characters.
Just like Sasuke being choked, like.
Oh my
I don't
god,
think I
bro.
would be friends with you if we met.
Yeah, yeah.
What? You wouldn't have?
Alright, so, you know, I got an iPod Shuffle. I used to download anime songs off LimeWire, and that's, like, the only thing I would listen to, but I knew that, like, you know, listening to anime music wasn't cool. So I was on the bus, and this, like, kid that's, like, a couple grades older than me, you know, he's clearly, you know, there to make fun of me, so he sits next to me, and he goes, hey, what kind of music you listening to? What are you listening to right now? And I lied. I did a cold hard lie. I said, this is even worse, by the way. I said, Simple Plan. And that's even worse than listening to anime.
What are you trying to say about Simple Plan?
Dude, I like Simple Plan.
I know, you could have gone for, like, a super safe answer, like, I'm listening to Nirvana, or I'm listening to Linkin Park.
That's the first thing that popped in my head. Simple Plan. Because all I did was listen to Japanese music, you know?
But the first thing that came to mind was Simple Plan, not any of the other extremely famous, iconic artists of that time.
Alright, Clumsy Emily, here we go again.
Wait,
What'd you do
no,
this
hold
time?
on. I spilled my tea!
You want to
Wait.
Are you going to brew a new one?
Let me clean up my floor really quick. I'm gonna be right back, hang on.
We can do whatever we want, and Emily won't know.
What do you want me to do?
Boys' locker room. Who's your favorite waifu?
Who's my favorite waifu? Dude, who's your favorite waifu?
Dude, I'm so basic. I love Ram, like ReZero.
Dude, wait, that is super basic.
No, that I know. That is
Bro,
like,
my favorite's like
bread of
Megumi
waifus. I
from
know it
Food
is,
Wars.
but I would die for her. Like, no questions asked.
I mean, mine's basic too. Mine's like super basic too. It's Asuka.
Oh, from
Wow.
Evangelion.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, that's like a fine wine choice, you know. It's like, all right,
Call me
Nice.
bro.
yes, exactly.
Exactly, bro.
You got
Oh,
the
it's fuck.
dude, Jen, do you like that? You like that rim, dude?
Okay, I'm back!
Hello, Emily. All right, this is going to be in my teenage years, and it's arguably my most embarrassing phase as an anime fan, I think. When I first got into anime, like really got into it, I was like 16. But I knew that in school, like because people gave me shit for gaming, right? So I was like,
Wow.
if I tell them that I like this show where like her titties are like jumping around and stuff, like I'm gonna get destroyed socially.
Yeah.
I'm already not doing too great.
Yeah, they're gonna think you're like a pervert.
So I don't need this on my record. So, I resorted to what any good weeaboo would, finding friends online to talk about anime with. And so began like the most embarrassing phase of my life where I would try and make friends on Osu. Like, who does that?
Oh, hell yeah, dude.
I would go on Osu, like, lobbies and just try and talk to people, and I must have come off, like, way too keen, because, like, no one wanted to talk to me. So, like...
I made friends on Gaia Online.
Yeah, you're supposed to play Maple Story and Guy Online and stuff like that.
I didn't know Gaia was a thing. No one told me. I was playing, like, songs I fucking hated. I must have played... What's the song called? Tokyo Teddy Bear? Is that what it's called? That is ingrained in my memory, because I must have done that Osu track, like, 500 times trying to make friends in that lobby.
Oh my
Because I had no one to talk to about anime, right?
That's so
And so-
sad.
That's so sad, but
Bro, that is a
No,
dark
I know,
tale.
right? This is Weeaboo stories, though. They are sad.
that's adorable, dude. That's adorable.
So then I couldn't get friends on Osu because every time I would try and talk to someone, I think I was way too happy because I was like, oh my god, there's a friend, right? So I would think I would scare them off. And so then I tried like making friends on MyAnimeList
Oh, okay.
because I saw that people would like comment on each other's walls. So
People do that?
yeah, they did. This was like a big thing. And there was this German girl who I had like a back and forth with, and I think I must have like been too keen in messaging because I think I scared her off. And
Oh
then
my,
I
bro,
realized
you're like asking
I'm
way too
terrible
many
at making friends
questions.
online. And then I
You gotta be like, hello, like, how you doing?
Not
Like,
having any
what
friends.
anime do you
So
watch?
we would
Yeah,
have been
so-
good friends.
We would have eventually when I realized how lonely I was.
You're like nothing else. I guess I'll
Yeah,
settle.
there's no one else. Yeah,
I guess I'll settle for
talk to
this.
Naruto after that.
This thing.
Do you guys remember the first time you ever came across?
Are you trying to get your video demonetized? Hello?
Wait, I shouldn't say that word, huh? Adult anime cartoons.
Oh no.
Hentai.
Does that work? Okay, well, we're
Hentai.
not gonna get too into it, but this story came to my head and I thought it was fun.
Okay.
As long as I don't have to explain my story, it's not good. You're gonna get demonetized. It's not good.
I made sure to check both websites before we started this call, and neither of them exist, so I feel like it's okay for me to, like, say what the domain used to be back in, like, the 2000s.
Okay.
This was also middle school, like 6th
Oh
grade.
my god, middle school.
Dark times for...
When they
for
always
little
check out the
Leslie.
hentai.
Everybody who's in 6th grade, look out.
So, I used to watch a bunch of anime episodes on the site called animefever.org.
Oh,
Yes,
I think I remember that.
I know.
Wait, do you remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I used to watch it with my childhood best friend Carmen, and she was really into Black Cat at the time, so we'd watch like Black Cat episodes. And like every day when we came home from school, we would go onto her computer, type in animefever.org, and like binge a whole bunch of anime, right? You know, wholesome bestie time. So one day her like little brother is home. And he is a few years younger than her. But we were like, hey, do you want to watch anime with us? And he was like, yeah, I'm down.
Yeah, let's
So
go.
we get on the computer and we type in .com instead of .org. Guess what animefever.com was? I remember we hit enter and the whole screen was just covered in like
Ads,
anime
like, pop-ups.
titties. It just like it was so explicit, and I remember we all like collectively screamed and like closed the window. That was my first exposure
To
to
hentai.
that
Really?
sort of
6th grade?
anime content.
Bro, 6th
Okay,
grade.
listen,
I went to 3rd
listen,
grade when I
I
watched that.
wasn't a dirty little kid like you were, Titus. What about you?
What about me? We don't go there. We don't go there. You're trying to get paid, Emily, right? Alright, okay, so this is in college, like freshman year. And,
Oh wow! All right.
So every day I'd get lunch and then go straight back to my dorms just to watch 2 episodes of Naruto before I have to go back to class. And this kid in my hallway, he's like that. This guy is a dick. That's all I'm saying. Okay, he's a bully.
All
He's a dick. That short story. He's a dick. Okay, he comes into my room while I'm watching Naruto. And he catches me watching Shippuden. He's like, "Wow, you fucking loser! You watching Naruto? Like, how old are you? Like, blah blah blah. You know, like all the distance you can do. You're watching Naruto. You're in college."
But I mean, we went to
Like, how old is
2017,
that?
so I mean,
Okay.
like, you know.
The crazy part is, okay, next week I went into his room and he was watching Dragon Ball Z. And I was like, you made fun of me for watching Naruto. You're watching Dragon Ball Z right here, dude. Like, stop, dude. That pissed me off, dude. I was so mad. I was like, come on, you can't just roast me and then watch Dragon Ball Z in secret, dude.
Okay, listen. He was the real closet.
He's
weeb.
a real closet.
Yeah. This is when I was 18, I think, was my first convention. I just turned 18. It was like my very first convention, and I just remember, I think it dawned on me that I was like, I don't really like the people I'm with, and this is just not fun, And then the person I'm with was like, oh, yo, this person's like checking you out, and I'm like, who? Where? That's a lie. This is 18-year-old me. I do not look at all attractive.
That's a lie, dude.
18-year-old me is extremely awkward. So I'm sure there's like 15-year-olds out there listening to this, being like, "Oh shit, I'm pretty smooth." You're not smooth. It's a lie. You think you are. It's not true. So I went up and
Wow.
spoke to her, and I was like, "Hey, how you doing?" And they were like, "Who are you?" And I was like, "Oh, I'm Connor. Nice to meet you." And it was just the most awkward 10 seconds of my life where I thought this was going to go really smoothly.
Be
She
like,
was going to kiss me or something.
you're like some
That's how it
anime
goes,
visual
right?
novel.
The movies. But no, she literally said, "Who are you?" to me. And I'm like, "Oh God, what have I done?" And then I never approached a girl ever again.
Wow. It's just a sad life. Sad
Now that I
ending.
realize I'm telling my stories, I just realize they're more sad than embarrassing. But
We need a good balance, dude. That's all good.
We need a good balance.
I remember
He's not
my
balancing
first
anything.
Anime convention experience. I was 14, and you know what? At the time, I totally embraced that like super awkward weeb girl aesthetic. I had the pigtails with the cat ears
Oh my
and the
God,
orange
kill
high
me,
school host
dude.
club. Honey Senpai Bunny, you know,
No,
No.
dude.
the whole
No
thing.
disgusting.
You know what?
No, dude. I don't want to listen to this.
I was one of those kids who had those free hug signs. You know, I remember we attended the Anime Con rave. I went with a friend, and like you know, we did all the cringy stuff. We did the caramel dancing. Don't come for me.
That's not, I did that too, man. That's not cringy. Get out of here, dude. You're at an anime con, dude. You can be cringy all you want, dude.
Yeah, everyone's already
I-
cringy in there.
I disagree. I disagree.
What?
So at this rave, there was this like older dude who was also in cosplay.
Oh, okay.
And he had a friend, and he came up to me, and he was like, "Hey, can I take a picture with you?" This was the day where I was dressed in like cat ears and like pigtails and like the whole shebang, right?
Okay.
And he was like, "Can I take a picture with you?" And I was like, yeah, sure, why not?" And so we took a picture. It was just a normal picture, and then like I didn't talk to him for like the rest of the day. It was just like we just went about the day with my friend. So after the con ends, I get a friend request on Facebook.
14-year-old on Facebook.
I'm like, I don't know who this person is. Who is it? And I click on them, and their profile picture is the picture that he took with me.
Relationship status.
Oh, he stalked you online, and then he. Oh!
Alright, you know what the wild part is? He was like in his early 20s at the time, and I was 14.
Wait, did she know how old you were?
He like didn't believe I was 14, and he was like, "Wait, I thought you were 18," and I'm like, "I had pigtails."
I had a free hug sign. No one over the age of 18 has free hugs.
Like I look very much 14. So this is a PSA for all those like super young con goers. You need to be careful for like older people who like might be creeping on you.
Yeah, unless you're as ugly as I was when I was that young, at which point no one, not even.
Stop!
Bro, over here, like.
Dude, he's hot. He's hot as molasses, dude.
No. I'm telling you, I could not have been worse. And when I think back to stuff I said and did, thinking I was being smooth, I want to end it all, you know.
But listen, you got
You got through it, man.
Listen, we saw those pics. Don't even try to downplay it.
This is the first point in my life where I've ever felt like I could be like, yeah, I think I look good. But like when I was in teenage years, man, that was rough, dude. Man.
Also, Titus, why are you talking smack about Anime Club, huh? What's wrong with Anime Club?
Anime club? You in high school? Okay, listen. What? I don't. You know, I let people do their things. You know, like they can do things, but like people in anime club, they're a little too extreme for me. You know, one bad apple.
He likes those
will, like,
those
make
patient.
the whole group look bad.
What happened to you? What happened to you, Titus?
Well, that's anime club in a nutshell. It just takes one. It just makes one extreme weeb doing extremely embarrassing things to make the whole like club look bad.
Okay, I think I had quite a different Anime Club experience. Alright, say what you want about Anime Club. You know, yeah, it's true. Some people don't know their boundaries, and it can get a little much and a little bit overwhelming. You know. But when I first moved to California, the first group of people to like make me feel welcome in my new school was the Anime Club.
Yeah,
Now what's up, guys?
All
We're
the
watching.
Asians are. and
Yeah,
we're
yeah.
the biggest state with 1 million people in your school. Okay, gotcha. I literally I got the smallest school. Okay.
Yeah, you just wanted to flex on us that you had somewhere to turn to, that you had friends, Emily? Is that what you're trying to brag about? I won't stand for it, Emily!
Defending the existence of anime clubs.
Won't stand for this.
Oh wait, I just remembered something out of nowhere. Dude,
What?
there was one time where my mom rented. She knew I was into anime, and she rented.
Alright.
She rented something from the library, like an anime show, and she gave it to me, and she's like, "Here, Ditus, you can watch this." And I look at the cover, and it's this girl like half naked in bondage and like with a whip. I forgot what anime. I forgot
Oh
what.
my
I
god!
forgot what
Oh
anime
man,
it
bro,
was
your
called.
mom got some
She like
taste.
didn't
for-
read on the cover. It said like 17 and up, right? And I was like 13.
Well, did you watch it?
No, okay, so this is what happened. Like I was such a good boy that I was like I caught her. I was like, "Ma, this is sorry, I got burped."
To be continued.
I was like, "Ma, this is inappropriate for me. This is 17 and up." And then my mom just laughs. She's like, "Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so embarrassed."
Dude, Ditus is one of those annoying ass kids in class who were like, "You forgot to collect the
No.
homework."
Yeah. I did that once. I hate myself.
I'm calling bull. No way did you do that. No, I've never heard a 13-year-old kid go, no, mother, this is too inappropriate for my age. You see, it says 17.
I love how your mom like looked at the cover of this like very raunchy DVD and was like, "Yeah, Ditus is like this."
Let's go. Let's
You
go.
know what your mom's like anime cover mishap reminds me of?
You.
Okay, so you know how all Ghibli kind of have the same art style, pretty much.
Yeah.
Like it's pretty recognizable. It's very distinct
Yeah.
art style.
Indeed.
But Ghibli films also come in like a range of what's the word? Ratings. So I loved to go to my local library when I was a kid, and I would pick out movies from the like display that they had. And I remember the very first Ghibli film I ever watched was Kiki's Delivery Service.
Oh yeah, I watched that too. Kiki's Delivery
But
Service
I
is a
picked
very
it
good
out
movie.
and I watched it and I loved it. And you know, Kiki's Delivery Service, it's like really easy for kids to understand. It's sort of a more like
Yeah.
child-friendly title. Anyways, I thought to myself, I want to find like other movies in this exact style. So I picked out Princess Mononoke.
Oh heck yeah, boy! Let's go.
But keep in mind, I'm like 6 years old.
The exact
So,
same
I'm
style.
Like, and like my parents watched Kiki's Delivery Service with me, and like
Oh
thought
no,
it
they
was
watched it
cute.
with you. No.
So we pop it in. I remember the moment
Ooh, that
they
smile
turned
on
it
her
off
face.
was when Ashitaka gets shot in the chest, and then they turned it off. And they were like, "We can't watch this anymore." And I remember being like really disappointed because I'm like, "Wait, I wanted to watch
Fuck!
it," so I couldn't watch it again until maybe high school. Connor and Titus, thank you so much for being a part of
Bro,
this
Connor
video
just got the
with me.
worst of it. Like
Awesome.
he had these sad
This video is
tales.
sponsored by Raycon.
Oh my god.
I can't put in the. I have to put in the plug later.
Hey, guess what? It's later. This video was sponsored by Raycon. If
Yay!
you're looking for
I love putting in my Raycons.
For about half the price of other premium wireless earbuds, you should check out Raycon.
Nope, we're skipping this. Wait, does the ad go faster? Yep. No, there's nothing else after that. Anyways, hope y'all enjoyed this video. Go get yourself some Raycon earbuds. Because you want some Raycon earbuds. Have a great day. Subscribe, like, and comment to CDogVA, Ditus, and Emirichu and myself. And, yeah. Goodbye, my fellow reactors.
なんだって念じれば通じ合える超能力なんて僕は使えなくていつも綱渡りで暗い夜も光る朝も